We chose 92. I want you guys to stand up. Here's the white team, here's the black guy. Black team, come on, stand up.
There's the black guy. You hear that? Yeah. There's the black guys. That's white. Black.
Where's the white
I want you
team?
guys to just take it all and just take a deep breath and look around and say, you know what? You chose me. They chose me tonight, and I'm going to enjoy the heck out of this thing. And I'm going to introduce something even more important to you guys. Moms and dads, grandma, aunts and uncles, I want you guys to stand up right now. Stand up.
They're all big.
I've got 4 kids myself. 3 guys that already graduated from college. I've got a senior daughter. And I want to congratulate you because I understand how challenging it is to raise kids in this day and age. It's not easy, is it? You know what? You guys have done a nice job. And guys, these are your greatest fans. They're the people that love you the most. And I hope that you understand your family and the coaches that are here right now are here for you. And I want to congratulate every one of you for doing a job well done because you've helped raise these kids. They're real good young men, and they're going to be a great addition to our society. Congratulations. Give them a round of applause. Thank you. Now here's your homework assignment for the night. I want all of you guys to get with mom and dad and your family. And I want you to say thank you to your high school coach. I want you to say thank you for helping me get to this point. I want you to say I love you, guys. You don't need to be a macho man, okay? You need to be able to say I love you forever. Because these are the people that love you the most. If I asked you guys, what's your favorite part of football? We got 92 guys here, right? If I said, what is your favorite part of football? You guys are athletes. You guys play all kinds of sports, and you should, but we love football the most, don't we? But if I said, what's your favorite part? You might say, throw the touchdown pass, or you might say, sacking the quarterback, or making the big tackle on kickoff cover, or the bus ride home. Mom, you might say, everybody's got a reason why they love football. I have 92 different reasons, wouldn't I? You know what my favorite part of football is? It's the huddle. The huddle. And you say, what? I've coached high school, college, pro football. And to me, the huddle is a little bit like life itself. It's going to be a little bit like your classroom next year. A little bit like the workplace that you'll enter at some point in your life. You see, in that huddle, and I've sat back and I've watched the huddle during practice. And I've seen Jerry Rice out there, and Steve Young out there. And Tony Gonzalez, who played for me at Cal. And Brett Favre and Reggie White, and I watch. And I find it fascinating. The dynamics in a football huddle are very unique. You see, there are Catholics out there, Protestants, Muslims, Jewish. Some guys haven't decided yet. We've got black guys, we've got white guys, we've got Hispanic guys, Asian guys, Polynesian guys. What else? What am I missing? Puerto Rican guys.
Jamaican.
I got guys from the farmland. They're from the inner city. They're from the beaches. Some of them I think might be from Mars. They're everywhere, okay? those guys. I got good-looking guys. I got some ugly guys. This team is on the ugly guys in that team right now.
What did he say?
That team's got more ugly guys than that team. Yeah, and Kate, you find any you liked?
I didn't check any out yet.
Some of them just climbed out from under a rock. I got all kinds. All right?
Cam Newton's not here.
In other words, guys, it's very culturally diverse, isn't it? That football level. But here's what happens. Here's what happens. You get together and you talk about the plan. Might be the linebacker on defense, the quarterback on offense. And you listen to the leader. Everybody listens. Hey, little guy, you listen right now, okay? And that might go like this. Here's the quarterback. He might say, all right, let's go. It's blue, right slot, left, right, two jet flanker drive on one, right. And you get up to the line of scrimmage with enthusiasm, with confidence, for one single purpose, to make that play work. Sometimes that play is successful, sometimes it's not. But you always get up, get back in that hole. You know what I wish? I wish families could get together and huddle up more often. You know how busy we all are? You know how hard it is to get your family together for breakfast? You know that? Or for dinner? Or a vacation like you're doing right now? This is so awesome that you've got, many of you have your folks, your relatives, brothers and sisters, your football coach here for a greater part of this week. That is awesome. Because we don't huddle up enough with our families. Dads, let me tell you something. Dads talk to their kids, their teenage kids, 2.5 minutes a day. Just 2.5 minutes, that's not enough. There's too much to discuss. Your hopes and dreams, your expectations, your future. 2.5 minutes is not enough to communicate with your teenage kids. No, I didn't believe that stat. I didn't believe it. So I checked myself out. So I've got this senior daughter. So, honey, how you doing? Fine. That's 1 second. How was your English test today? Yeah, that's all right. That's 2 more seconds. Conversation with your kids. Very important. Parents, find time to do that. Find time to sit down with a captive audience, maybe at dinner, maybe in a place like this, at a ball game, maybe at church or after that, whatever that is, and communicate with your kids. How long? I'm going to go home after this weekend. I have a flight from here down to LA, do some shows. I'm going back to see my dad. We're going to huddle up. He's 90 years old. And all my brothers and sisters are going to fly in. We're going to huddle up. Don't know how many more times I'm going to do that. Let me tell you about a guy who I huddle up with every week. Is primetime Deion Sanders here? Yet. I just texted him. I'm telling you guys, texted him.
Did he
all
say
the time.
Deion Sanders?
And he's got 30 kids here, so he's probably coming. Huh?
He's not here yet.
Okay, well, let me just tell you about, he's got his kids hot dogs. He's got 3 little kids here. Guys, ask for his autograph tomorrow, okay? Because this guy here, not only is he a friend and colleague of mine at the NFL Network, but he is the greatest athlete of his generation. He's a Hall of Fame football player. He's a Major League Baseball all-star. He played basketball. He ran track for Florida State. He does everything. And he's very talented on television. You know that. Deion Sanders. That's the guy I huddle up with. So if he ever shows up tonight, I want you to give him a round of applause, okay? Because he's a very special guy. But he does, well, I don't really care about him in the Hall of Fame. Because that's the past. That's the past. But you can't live in the past, guys. What he does for youth, with his new charter school in Dallas, prime youth, with his Truth football kids in basketball with his Sanders clause. He does more for young kids than anybody I know. So make sure that you understand he does more, he's much more than an athlete. He's a heck of a human being, okay? So say hello when he comes in here, and say hello to Mark. Okay, I got another guy, Herman, you already met him. Herman, you didn't show everybody your socks. I don't know what it is, but Herman wears these crazy socks on the air, and he's got them on right now. It's like RG3, isn't it? Herman and I are the same age. We've been friends for a long time. But let me tell you, we grew up in this profession together. Assistant coaches against each other, head coaches. We've been to playoff games and rival games and the whole thing. You name it, we've been there, okay? As coaches, as head coaches in the National Football League. But my greatest memory, my most fond memory, coaching against Herm Edwards, was, you guys remember when those airplanes flew into the Twin Towers? You guys were only 7 years old. Your folks remember. That's why we're still in Afghanistan. That's why we have the wounded warriors here out to practice. Okay, they're still fighting that war. Well, the National Football League closed down for a week, didn't it? You guys remember this? It was terrible. But we had to crank it back up the next week. So I brought my San Francisco 49ers to New York. And we played against the Herm Edwards New York Jets on Monday Night Football. First game back on Monday Night Football in New York City. Run 0 is still burning. But for a little bit harder, we had a chance to crank it up, tee it up, maybe get a little bit of a diversion for the people that have been suffering through that terrible tragedy. I'll never forget that. Here we are again, coaching against each other. Hopefully we can do this for a long time. I want you to give Herm Edwards a round of applause, please. You guys are probably wondering what the heck that is, huh? What?
It's a water.
It's a pump, you're right, that's a pump. And I'm going to tell you the story of the pump. Because I like this story because it teaches me a lot. Talk about not with our families or folks. But the story of the pump goes something like this, guys. I'm from northern Michigan. There's a little town out there, Ralph, Michigan, population 54. It's where people go, they have hunting camps up there, okay? They hunt for deer season and bear and pheasant and rabbits and you name it, a lot of people hunt, okay? So we had a hunting camp. And in the summer, when I was your age, I was 17 years old. I was just your age. My dad asked me to go on up there and help him cut the grass, do some work around the yard, get ready for deer season. And this is in the summer when you're 17, you really don't feel like doing something like that because in Ralph, Michigan, in July, it's 100 degrees and very humid, okay? And the mosquitoes this big up there. I really didn't want to do it. But I figured I'm going to spend a little time with my dad, help him out, we'll go up there and clean up the thing. So I went up there and we started to do some work. And I'm cutting the grass and he's cutting down branches and trees. We're going to burn brush and it's very hot. And I'd rather be home really, playing football or baseball or anything than doing that. But I figured he asked me, so I'm going to do it. So anyway, I get thirsty and I go, Dad, you getting thirsty? He goes, yeah, I'm getting thirsty. He goes, I said, let's go get a drink. He says, yeah, go on over to the pump.